So this is commentary. Now the first Dharma wheel commentary mainly Guna Parva and Shakya Parva. Again, Nalendra, a student of Bosubant. From Nalendra, the Takshila, I think. Nalendra. Then also using commentary about the first Dharma wheel. I think mainly like Bosubantis Kasa Abhidharma Koshakarika, one of the texts which we study. Then Kasa. Then Arya Asanga, Basubad also did Dignak, Dharmakiti, these, and also later Shantarakshita, Kamalashila, you see, they are sort of writing, also explaining, mainly explaining about Chitta Mantra's viewpoint. Then Nagarjuna, Aryandeva, and Buddha Palita, Bhavaveka, and Kasa, Chandrakirti, and also the Kasa Shantadeva. They are sort of writing. That's mainly the mathematical philosophy, like that. So these really wonderful text, really wonderful commentary. So our tradition, we study all these different texts which wrote according to different philosophical views. It is immense help. So now is my main point. So without second Dharma wheel, then we do not develop. We can't develop full conviction about Buddha's quality. Buddha considered like ordinary human being. In the early part life, ordinary human being. Then within short period, he from Chalamne, Mirulambo to Monuzasachi.
So by popular account, Buddha is was said to have treaded the path from the path of what is known as the preparation up to Buddhahood in one at one stretch of time.
There are 5 stages of path. So Buddha, 3 eons still remain first path, second path. Then at the Buddha Gaya, over one night, from here, there's third and fourth, then morning enlightened. It's quite difficult. It's something miracle. That's difficult to understand. And then Buddha Shakyamuni, after he reached Mahaparinirvana, Kushinagar, he passed away. Now no longer Buddha. If you keep that kind of view, then Buddha, the over 3 eons, countless eons increase, or create the causes, causes the conditions, and the sheer purpose, main purpose is serving sentient being. So such long period make So immense of effort. Then result, his age, 29,
35.
왜? 나오는 얘기 봐도 재밌거든. 30,
35.
then 6 years sort of meditation, then enlightenment. 좋아. 전에 공부 그것도 쉬워. 계주. 저 그것도 쉬우다. 저 사람이 로그즈 되다. 숨주. From 30, 36 or 37.
36.
About then till 82, right? 80, 81.
No, 81.
I'm not very sure. Disgrace. I do not know clearly about Buddha's own sort of life story. So, how many years? Over 40 years. So, so many eons, you see, he made effort. The real result, over 40 years. That Nagarjuna mentioned. So, quite difficult to develop full conviction. Then, look, the Mahayana Sutra, or second Dharma wheel, and particularly the commentary, like I.R. Sangha, all these, and also the Nagarjuna, these. Then, the four kayas, concept of four kayas, Dharmakaya, Jnanakaya, Sambhogakaya, Nirmanakaya. Explaining that, now it seems to see, some sense. Then still, without sort of proper understanding about the ultimate source, ultimate sort of conventional source of these four kayas, three kayas. The Dharmakaya, no cause. It's permanent. It is shunyata. So the rest of the Jnanakaya, Sambhogakaya, Nirmanakaya are the phenomena within the law of causality. So therefore, there must be substantial cause and the cooperative causes. So through that way, now we understand only when we look or study the tantric sort of teaching, the mentioning about the subtle, subtle mind and the subtle energy. As I mentioned already, the ultimate nature of that subtle mind, eventually, when all defilement completely eliminated, then that become Dharmakaya. With that, the basis of that shunyata is the subtle mind. That mind becomes Buddha's mind, or all-knowing mind. Then the energy, the basis of that mind is energy, subtle energy. That energy becomes Buddha's speech and Buddha's body. Once we, all these explanation, those combined way,
Bring them together.
No? Then you get quite clear sort of picture from this moment up to Buddhahood. So therefore, that is the main reason those texts which really brings full conviction about the system of Buddhism, that not taught by Buddha, then I think very difficult. I think clear. So, the Nagarjuna and these great masters, you see, they thoroughly explain these things. then one thing, their sort of way of approach is first use reasons. Then all the reasons ultimately should relate it with our common experience. 제발 롱하기와 다른 무슨 또 그러세요.
So, although we may come to conclusions about things through inference by using logic and reasoning, but ultimately we have to actually relate to our own experience.
For example, the mere designation. Why? You see, everything comes due to other factor. How is to prove that? You see, things are interdependent. That ultimately the law of causality. Now, obviously, as I mentioned yesterday, you see, obviously, you see, there's some because of the effect must come from its cause. Seed produce because of the result, like that. So that's obvious. Even animal also know that. I think mosquito also quite clever, and also that because of bad bugs are bad bug. When light off, a person peacefully sleep, then they know the best opportunity take blood. And bad bug also. When light off, then bad bug come take blood. Flashlight. Flashlight. Oh, then some yeah. They are very fast. Sometimes difficult to catch. So these animals also you see have some knowledge. The cause and effect, cause and effect. That's obvious. That shows, as I mentioned yesterday, result depend on cause. Cause also depend on because of the result. That's only we human being can understand through analyze. Otherwise, it's difficult. So all these is a process. Finally, because of the depend way.
To get back to.
Finally, you see, on our obvious experiences, like that. So that's that system. Then you really get some kind of conviction, not blind faith. And Nagarjuna himself, as I mentioned earlier, you see, because of the investigate Buddha's own word, like the some teaching of third wheel, Nagarjuna and the Dharmakirti say, put sort of raise question. Now we cannot accept that Buddha's teaching, like that. So it is really, I think something quite unique. So Buddha himself used to told his follower, "Oh, my follower, bhikshus and scholars should not accept my teaching out of faith, out of devotion, but rather thorough investigation and experiment. So that's, I think, so therefore, and it is true. Also,
So through that, then we can actually overcome the nihilistic view as well as the views which hold on to eternal. So we can overcome the two types of wrong views, which are, on the one hand, you exaggerate things, and those can be overcome, and on the other hand, when things do not exist at all and you say they exist, that is kind of holding on to something called the reified view. So that also can be overcome.
So that just I want to share like that. So now main point now here, the Buddha stage, two categories. One, phenomena which belongs the law of causality. Other, something permanent. So now here, in our mind, in our mind as I mentioned already, is these are the potential of the Buddha Sattva.
Buddhahood.
Sanji Dujig Sanji Juche.
Yes. So the subtle mind becomes the substantial cause of the Buddha's body, which come through causes and conditions.
That in a Semji Chini de Sanji say Dumachik Kutuya.
And then the empty nature of our mind becomes the Buddha. When we become Buddhas, then the empty nature of the mind becomes the Dharmakaya, which is not composed phenomena.
Da Semji Chini Sanji Dumachik Kur Duala Chini Yeve Michowa. Chini de Mo Tang Mondujuni. Any Chini Monduala, that Chini la Tendo Nyambar Shawala Partucheve Timothy Sequach.
So it's not sufficient that we have this the empty nature of the mind, which actually, ultimately becomes the Dharmakaya of Buddha, which is an uncomposed phenomena. What we need to actually go through is we have to actualize this the empty nature of the mind, and to such an extent that we are able to stay in absorption, meditative absorption forever. And for that, we have to be able to overcome all the defilements that are in our mind stream.
Da Nume se Tini Sanjay Duji Kur Duala da Chukasa Rakwa Lubruwe da Lunga Yisum Ti Gawa.
And so, with regard to the subtle, innermost subtle mind, or which is now called the luminous mind or the clear light mind, in order for this to transform into the Buddha's bodies,
I think another word,
phenomena.
you see, that subtle mind, the continuous, it is from its continuation, become Dharmakaya, Jnanakaya, and Sambhogakaya, and Nirmanakaya, da Kasachutani, Kaloso. The Rapolubu will lose me.
So in order to attain these three forms of the Buddha, three bodies of the Buddha, the Jnanakaya, Sambhogakaya, and Nirmanakaya, then based on this the basic innate clear light mind, what we need to overcome is the adventitious defilements that are in our mind stream.
The Rapolubu Lunga Yesu Tiberid Sigo Mariti, Ine, Numatanji give Vese, Mondutuni, but then to Nash Chombala, Rapolubu Chili Gaud.
And so, what we need to be able to put an end to are the adventitious or the temporary or the gross body, speech, and mind, which are not in themselves any defilements. But in order to attain these three Buddha bodies, we have to put an end to these three.
So the whole tantric practice mainly are the method to eliminate or to stop the grosser level of body, speech, mind. So that's why you see, the other day is mentioned about the tantric sort of some teaching for ordinary people. You see, there is always danger to misunderstanding or use wrong way. So it remains secret teaching. And teacher, no, okay. So now it's basically the 개회 다 직선다. 다 배지 조도 뒤쪽 오시면다. 가다 딘드르다 드부 산제의 사이 아니 뒤제다 드머식이 다 드머식 직수집에다 연대디 된 것도 지하기 교대라 아니 선한 거 사다 예식 사사지. 간다 이시 추구 뭔도 제니 간다 당 모니 그된 것도 집에 내가라 왔음 취니 배 용수 것도 집에 내가라 저배서 녀르시니 고불루두기 저바 녀시 송샤티 저바타다 녀르시에 녀시 인디 추구체 뒤두지기 제가 제스트베 람디 뚱니권니 이식 소사야 되죠. 다 예시 대 저바 아니 가사적으로 이시주고도 아니 가사 모니고도 아니 말에 이시주고도 롱고도 주고사 디디 지 가서 그게 야 저배 남아진 차대가 와다 다 이시코라 이시주고 이시코라야 뒤셔로다 그다음 코라 뚱이는 야버 샤시면서 디기 뚱이 예배 영원나 잡았다 시대처럼 근데 이시코라 들어왔다 주버와 독주기는 주버 그래서 딱 디디디 이시대다 숭굿롱 가서대 숭롱굿다 굿주고서 디디 뒤제 체인지나 대주지기 교디디 선하고 서서야 돼.
And so, in order to reach, when we reach Buddhahood, within the Buddhahood, there are these two dimensions of the bodies. The one is comes under the category of those things which come through causes and conditions, which are known as compounded phenomena, and then the others are there's the second category, which is known as the uncompounded phenomena. And so, for the Buddha bodies, which are compounded phenomena, they come through causes and conditions. And so, within the causes and conditions, there is the accumulation of merit and wisdom. And so, through the accumulation of merit and wisdom, we reach or we attain the Buddha bodies. And so, here, the all-knowing mind of the Buddha itself, of course, is a compounded phenomena. But when that mind is totally free from all kinds of defilements that are within the mind, then when the mind is totally absorbed in the final nature of everything. And so, from that point of view, it is, of course, free from all conceptuality, conceptual constructions and everything. But then the mind itself is a compounded phenomena. And so, the total factor that the mind is free from all the defilements is itself the uncompounded phenomena. And then the mind of the Buddha, and then the two other physical dimensions, or the Sambhogakaya, which is to say the speech of the Buddha, and the Nirmanakaya, the emanation body, these are compounded phenomena. And so these come through the accumulation of merit.
Now, about the cultivate altruism that come later, I would like to carry in the form of that ceremony or some chanting like that. Now here, the Shine Drubo, because Shine Drubo Mayimba, Shine Yala Nam Nyambe Stati Kasati. What is
Verse number 39.
39. Shine Yala Nam Nyambe, Rubtumbe de Komche Yang. 다 신의 교소디 창고레스 시버디 도미기 예산을 시부시도.
And so these verse shows that we have to have all the prerequisites for cultivating and developing the shamatha. which is we find a great in the detailed explanation of this in Master Asanga's text.
Now the Shine, the Lejan get Kasore, Samati, Shamatha say, Sikru Kawat Siklo. What did Shine go around? It's a Tibetan word and Sanskrit word, and the exact translation. So, she said that goes up with Mikwa Kaya, but Degalia, Tiny Davamado, tell it, Shembe, Mikwa Shana, Lo Triati, Shiva. And goes up with Mikwa Digala, Lo Tiny Navachilla, Shine, Korabarshana.
So the term for shamatha in Tibetan is shine, or calm abiding. So calmness here refers to the mind being able to stay on focus and without being distracted anywhere, but just staying focused. And then ne, and this means, or abiding means actually staying on that object continuously.
Now for training about Shine, the physical sort of Natandi does Chavashata.
So physical posture makes a difference also.
Some individual, some exceptional case. Otherwise, see, the Gangba Doshito, Namnak Dunes.
So the physical posture usually that is recommended when you sit in meditation is called the the physical posture, which has the 7 features of the Vairochana.
Da Gangba, Lakba, Gevasums, Suzanne, Gangba, Doji Dirungam, Dirung Cheva.
So your legs or feet have to be in these in the Vajra posture or half lotus posture.
Lakba Jamsha.
And then the hand has to be in meditation in meditation posture.
That's ne Naganyamli Jayabina, Tevoni Zetani, Betu Susumjik Shagiori.
And then to relate this the posture of your hands, to tantric practice, you actually touch your the tips of your two thumbs, and then with the 2 palms, one on the other, 2 hands one on the other, you form a triangle. So at the navel point.
Tevoni Zetu Trug Chachari.
So when you touch the tips of the 2 thumbs, then of course there is also the warmth that you feel.
Some connection. About centrally. Then this triangle survey.
Triangle.
This centrally, this triangle.
So the triangle that is formed by having the 2 hands in this way actually symbolizes the Cendalini, inner heat.
Tumusel Kasike. Darbe, Sita Darbe. So there's actually part of body, physical part. It's the seed of heat, inner heat. So Chandalini, Kundalini connection are there. It's nothing important. It's simply a physical exercise, and also it's a common non-Buddhist and Buddhist Tantra, this common practice.
Then you have to hold your body straight.
Then Kamalama gave us Susujanam Tambeshi. So the Chu Rambolisha. Just
And so you have to hold your lips and your teeth in their natural way. And then you touch the tip of your tongue on the upper palate.
디잖아. 띵이지가 로치비나. 애니 dimbar longju kolone 가서 보게 맨캄 룽숙 첨부치나 엔 각감이야다 이치요. 이 마야라.
So holding your mouth in this natural state actually helps when if in not getting the mouth dried up, which can happen when you actually stay in single-pointed meditation for a long time, because of some called, heat that is produced from the throat chakra. It can actually cause the mouth to dry up. So in order for your mouth not to get dried up, and you have to leave your lips and the teeth in their natural way.
고 믹 탁바 옥사체스. 고 첨비바 튜즘체.
So your head has to
믹
be
뉘데
slightly,
마도스테.
your head has to be slightly bent forward, and then your eyes are actually gazing down.
탁바를 모르샤스.
And then the two shoulders have to be actually rested naturally.
Now again, you see different sort of yoga practice. Now for example, the color chakra is tantra. Then you see your hand should be like that. Then I also, you see the color chakra, initial practice of color chakra. Then the both eye must look here. Or the Dzogchen practitioner, look just straight. So you see different sort of 가서다
Systems.
가서다 륜에 첨부 맨자.
So there are differences of how you actually hold your body in different systems.
옥사다. 더 옥내나 나버려서 쉐게. 옥만에나 나보다 쉐게.
So if you add how you breathe also in this posture of meditation, then if you add the breathing itself, then you have the 8 postures of Vairocana. If you don't add this, then there are 7 of them.
더 옥들이야. 나중 that breathing. Of course, that also is common, and particularly and Abhidhammakoshakarika also is mentioned, the meditation on breathing. Now in Burma and Guingaji, that living tradition is still there. Among Tibetan also. So then, according to Tantrayana, is breathing. Then we should visualize the chakras, because of veins, 3 veins. Roma, Yamasada Kase, Lalana Rasana, right? Lalana Rasana. And Umemin Kase. Avadudi. Lalana Rasana, Avadudi. And then chakra here, 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 here. So there also is differences according to differences of tantric sort of teaching. You see Gui Samanza and Hiroka, Hebanzara. You see little differences. And also the stage of dissolution. Also, you see there are some differences. There are also, but these are, as I mentioned before, individual practitioner, the different mental disposition, as well as some sort of the structure of the body also sometimes differences. So therefore, according that sort of the practitioner's sort of mental disposition and the physical condition, then this is different. Actually, this was a tantric teaching. Buddha not publicly taught. Obviously, these mainly, you see, the individual sort of because of according individual condition. So he cannot teach 1,000 people. Now in Tibet, now something exceptional. Particularly Dalai Lama supposed to give some initiation or color chakra, then over 100,000 people usually come. If you ask why because it do well.
So if you ask why So if you ask why this happens, that the tantric color chakra initiation is actually given to thousands, hundreds of thousands of people all at once, and there's not much explanation to it. That we
my guru do that way, and guru's guru do that way. That's the only reason. So almost you see, follow faith like that, isn't it? While we say reason is so important, but at the same time, we also practice some according to faith. Right? So in any way, so differences, individual case, individual the differences there. So that's why you see it is in our sort of tradition, those serious practitioners, the practitioner himself, herself also say examine through dreams or through certain sort of indications, or examine, right? And then also the reliable guru, ask reliable guru, according to my sort of body condition or mental condition, which yoga is more suitable, and accordingly, which deity, which mandala is more suitable. Usually you ask the Lama. The Lama should be something really reliable, like that. So now, 그래서 루루 구두 세서지 지게 이셔가.
should we do this breathing, the 9 rounds of breathing together?
What?
Would you like to do it?
Just fun. It's a lot of fun. Oh. Then those people go on chair. And all right, not problem. Always problem. That's enough. The Naroba's 6 yoga practice. So these practices quite clear mentioned. That's enough.
Hold your hand and form a fist with your thumb inside.
You see, thumb. You see,
the ring finger at the base of the ring finger. Press your thumbs on the base of the ring fingers. And then make a fist.
While I do, you see,